So, how much money can you really make with just $50 trading options in a span of a week? Yeah, I've seen challenges out there for a lot of people trading options with $10,000, $20,000, even $100,000. Well, I can even go as low as $1,000, but $50, it's kind of at the bottom of the food chain. But most people will think, well, it's not really worth it to try and trade with $50 because you actually need a bigger capital to be able to trade options. In reality, you don't really need a bigger capital to trade options. The thing is, you just need to be able to find the right deal at the right time. Even if you have only $50, $20, or $30, you can literally turn that money into 3, 4, 5 times, or even 10 times the amount you put in initially. So in this video, I'm going to actually show you, well, it's something that I've already started. It's been about 2 days, and we still have about 3 more days to go until it is Friday. So the reason I'm saying this is because, you see, options, when you buy a longer expiration date, it costs you a lot of money. So with $50, you can't really get any options to play. But the only way you can make crazy amount of money in a very short period of time and find the cheapest options play out there is literally to play weeklies. By weeklies, I mean buying options that are actually going to expire the same week, the Friday of the same week. So, meaning those options are extremely volatile that from 1 minute to another, you could go for $50 to like $500 or even $1,000. But you could also literally end up, well, at the bottom of the ocean. Zero. You could lose everything. So, but here's the thing. This is where it gets really, really juicy. The more risk you take, the higher the reward. Only and only if everything goes as planned. If everything does not go your way, well, maybe you can find another time to start over and do it again until it works. So, quick note, I want to explain for those who do not know what options really are. Well, the easiest way for me to explain this is to say options, you don't actually own the stocks. With options, you basically borrow. Let's say when you get a contract of option, I need to be specific, one contract of option, you only are borrowing somebody else's shares and hold it for a certain period of time, which in this case is basically going to be a week, 5 days, and then sell or return them and profit whatever money you make off of it. That's the reason why when you're buying only one contract, when I say weeklies, they are very, very cheap to buy, which is why they actually expire, because it's a contract that you get and you don't actually own it. Because if you want to own a stock, one contract is 100 shares, and if that stock is, I don't know, let's say that stock is $20, 100 shares is $2,000, but we only have 50. So we need to get a contract in order to afford it, because we just want to borrow it, make money off of it, and then return them. All right, that was a quick note. I hope that was clear. So let's get into it. Just don't say anything, okay? I know we all hate Robinhood, but this is just an experiment. So just follow me. All right, so the thing in here is, what could potentially happen when I'm only using $50 to trade weeklies, which I can literally lose it all, or I can actually make something off of it. Before we get into it, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get video just like this one every single time we post it. All right, so let's get into it. Let me pull my phone right here. So, well, this is what happened. I bought my first contract, well, the first day. When I bought the contract, I only had, well, as you can see right here, I only had about 58, just a little bit over 50, just $58, but that's okay. We're not that far, but just keep following me. All right. And then I bought the first contract. Well, right here, it was on August 30th to expire. Like you can see, September 3rd. I bought it. Well, everything was good. A few minutes later, after I bought that contract, I was making some money. But here's the thing, The reason I didn't sell, yes, I didn't sell, but one of the reasons that I didn't sell is I wanted to make myself feel like anybody else who would feel like they're making some money, but they're looking at $8 and thinking, $8 is not that much money. Maybe I need to wait and make more. Well, I just talked too much, but in just a few words, I just got greedy. Let's just put it that way. I got greedy and then I didn't sell. Well, this is what always happens, which I pretty much knew that it was a possibility, but I let it happen anyway. Well, and then the next day, this is what happened. I went from going 20% higher to losing 20% or slightly more. Well, because I knew I got greedy. But then I decided, well, it's not over yet because I still have a few days before we get to Friday. So I still had some money because I only used $39, and for the fact that I was down, basically my contract from $39 was down to like, $19, $18. But I still have some money left in the account. I still had about $19. Remember, I said it was 58. Just follow me, all right? The best way you could do this, especially when you're dealing with something like this, now I understood that I pretty much overpaid for that contract. So instead of me waiting to make my money back, I wanted to average down so that way I don't have to deal or sit here and wait for it to go back up or something like that. If I do average down, I can bring it lower. So I don't need the stock to move that much, at least so I can be able to get my money back. Not only that, probably make slightly a little bit more. And guess what I did? I went ahead and bought another contract at $18 each, but I literally bought just one contract. By the way, this is Bank of America that I'm actually trading right here. And for what reason, I think it might actually be a winner for me. Or, well, a loser too. Well, just like you can see, my average is down to $29. But now I literally used all my money because guess what? This is a risk. This is nothing calculated or anything like that. Well, a little bit kind of, because I had to do some technicals on my other one. Well, not talking too much, the day ended and I was literally about 29% down, almost 30% down so far, and this is where we at. So now this is my game plan for next time. Anyway, the reason I'm sitting out here is because I'm channeling some energy before we finish this challenge. But anyway, this is something that I wanted to ask you guys because this is a challenge that is still ongoing and I still have a few days to go. But as far as goes for this video, for what you've seen and what's going to happen next, I want to ask you to put in the comment below what you think or how much you think I could potentially be able to make by the time we are Friday. If you think I'm gonna lose it all, please let me know in the comment below. Or if you think I'm literally going to make a killer, and the next time I'm going to feature all your comments and tell pretty much everybody whatever they thought I was going to be able to make, and literally show you exactly what happened at the end of this challenge, which is about 3 days from now. So far we're down in red, we're losing money, but am I gonna be able to get back up and pretty much make my money back, or even make more, probably double, or well 10x? So we'll see once we get there. And one more thing, the reason I chose Bank of America, just like you can see on the chart right here, we've been testing this resistance for a while. For those who don't know, this is a little technical. That says this, I'm thinking that since we've been at this level for a little bit, we're probably going to be able to push above. But even if we do, what really I need for these options to move is a lot of volume. And I chose Bank of America because it's one of the most traded stocks, so it usually has a higher volume on a daily basis. So I'm hoping to turn this around. All right. So if you like to trade in the stock market, not using the app that I'm using right now, but using Webull, use the link in the description below and deposit at least $100. You and I will get free stocks up to $1,200. So as for me, well, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.